In this morning's special report, with more than 4 million sweat glands throughout our bodies, only 2% are actually under the arms. But that's often the most embarrassing place to sweat.
That's where I always have a problem. Yeah, this causes frustration and embarrassment for sufferers, impacting their daily work and social routines when antiperspirants aren't effective. This morning, Craig Coffey gets up close to a new procedure giving freedom from that unsightly underarm moisture. Craig, good morning.
Good morning, Kimberly and Justin. That is right. It's a condition affecting millions of Americans every day, the result of more sweat being produced than needed to cool the body. Now, relief may be in sight with a new procedure giving patients a much drier future.
MiraDry is a new technique that was invented and FDA cleared in 2011.
It's a new procedure giving patients long-lasting results from excessive underarm sweat.
There's no pain, there's no downtime, there's really nothing to stop you from doing it.
For Sunny Teal, she says there was no doubt in her decision to get this done.
I, for a long time, have had sweat problems. And it's mainly when I'm cold or under stress, under pressure. And so if I was going to be at work and a stressful day, it was going to be a heavy shirt day.
For others with this common condition, MiraDry is a procedure they've been hoping for.
Because it has been an issue my entire life. So through school, through being teased, everyone asking about the sweaty underarms, it's continued to get worse as I've gotten older.
So I found out you're this size and I'll mark it right there. So we use this template measuring system to figure out where your sweat glands are.
Both left and right side areas are measured for accuracy and effectiveness.
And then this is a tattooing. And if you ever had a children who loves to have those water tattoo, this is what that is, okay?
The procedure, lasting about an hour, is a simple, non-invasive technique delivering a concentration of energy.
So sweat glands are destroyed, but there's no cuts on the surface. So this is actually the most difficult part, is getting the numbing medicine. But as you can see, Jerry is very comfortable.
Previous options include Botox, but this wouldn't last, needing treatments every several months to keep the underarms non-active. Surgery has also been used, making a small incision and scraping out the sweat glands, leaving the risk of scar tissue, tightening, and infection. But Dr. Shin says the oldest method for short-term prevention is antiperspirant, something we all use every day.
And so you put a whole bunch of different type of chemicals under your arm with the hope of lessening the sweating. But unfortunately, it really doesn't work because it's just sitting on top of the skin and the sweat gland will do whatever it wants.
I put it on continually throughout the day. I have often changed shirts during the day because I've gotten so wet.
Once the numbing solution takes effect, a handpiece glides across the outlined area, providing suction, disabling the sweat glands.
So that was the hardest part. And we're going to be doing this thing about 19 times on this side and similar on the other side. Okay. You may see the red marks, but that's not from the bleeding, but that's from the hickey mark.
Dr. Shin says for many sufferers, the reason excessive underarm sweating is so difficult to control is because those glands are influenced by our emotions, anxieties, relationships, social settings, affected by nearly every aspect of our lives. But not to worry, they are expendable.
We need sweat glands in the entire body, but any specific area, like such as underarm, is not necessary at all. There's plenty of sweat glands around the arm and around the chest that will take care of if you need to sweat.
For Jerry DiVincenti, MiraDry could not come fast enough.
Because continually at work, people are asking me, are you freezing? Are you cold? Why do you have your coat on? Take your jacket off. You're making me uncomfortable because you've got your jacket on. And I said, no, jacket's not coming off. So I'm very excited to be able to take my coats off.
Could you imagine that at work, having to wear coats to
that's
work?
a real problem. I didn't realize how many people have a problem like that.
Serious issue. Now, doctors recommend a second treatment within a few months, knocking out any glands that weren't destroyed in the first round. Again, MiraDry is FDA-approved and clinically proven procedure for long-lasting underarm sweat reduction. So relief is in sight. Yeah,
don't have to wear a jacket in the middle of summer.
Go sleeveless.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Huh, interesting.
I've never worn antiperspirant in my entire life.
You haven't?
No, I don't like it.
You're like Brad Pitt.
Well, don't know what that means.
You
but
revel in your own odor.
No, I just have never liked it because I think it's too chalky and it feels weird when like I can't move my arms.
So you don't wear
Wow.
anything?
Well, of course I wear a deodorant. I wear a deodorant.
Okay, just not the
My
antiperspirant.
God, why would you say that?
Well, I had never smelled anything, so I
Okay.
assume.
Well, Brad Pitt wears nothing, so then you're not like Brad Pitt.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks. Thanks,
no
Craig. I
idea.
appreciate it.
Clear.